So, let's talk about the buzz coming out of Chiefs Kingdom, and it's not the kind of headline fans exp. Acted as we get close to wrapping up training camp. There's a growing feeling that Brashard Smith, a player many thought would comfortably make the 53-man roster, might actually be fighting for his NFL future in Kansas City. That's not speculation out of nowhere. It's coming after a series of moves by the team and some revealing moments from both training camp and the first preseason game. Day 16 of training camp came and went with just 1 day left before camp officially closes. And right in the middle of all the usual drills, coach interviews, and player evaluations, Kansas City made an interesting move. They added yet another running back to the mix. Michael Wiley, an undrafted rookie from the Commanders' practice squad, joined the roster. Now, this is no star signing, but it's important because of what it means for the depth chart. Wiley's known for his quick burst and solid receiving ability, and while he's not a deep threat, he can be that change-up pace back who creates competition. The timing is what got people talking. You already have Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt locked in, with Carson Steele as the likely fullback if Andy Reid wants one. That's 3 solid roster spots before even mentioning Brashard Smith. And now, you add Wiley into the mix? That's where the eyebrows start to raise. For late-round picks like Smith, the path to a roster spot usually means proving you can help in multiple ways and, most importantly, on special teams. If you're not carving out a clear offensive role, you'd better be making noise on kick and punt returns, or you're in danger. Bringing in another back at this point in camp feels like a challenge from the front office. Show us why you deserve to stay. So here's the real question. Were you surprised to hear Brashard Smith's name mentioned as a possible cut? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you want the latest roster battle updates every single day until week 1, hit that subscribe button so we can get to 5,000 fans before the season starts. Picking up right where we left off. This really comes down to the reality of life as a late-round rookie. If you're not getting first-team snaps on offense, your ticket to the 53 is special teams. Brashard Smith is sitting as our B4 with just 1 year of college experience, so the Chiefs aren't banking on a big offensive workload in September. That shifts the spotlight to returns and coverage units, where every rep is basically a job interview. Special teams coordinator Dave Tubb didn't hide that he wants to see more from Smith at punt returner. He had a few looks in the first preseason game, but on the one real chance that was blocked up, he signaled for a fair catch inside the 5 instead of trusting the wedge and getting north. Those are the tiny decisions that separate interesting athlete from Sunday contributor, and Tubb made it clear he wants more reps to find out whether Smith can be that dynamic spark they believe he could be. Complicating Smith's path is the quality of his competition. Tubb values reliability as much as juice, which is why he keeps circling back to Nico Remigio as the steady return option, the guy who won't cost you a game. At the same time, the staff clearly wants to test upside plays like Tyquan Thornton, who brings real speed and has been picking up all 3 receiver spots. The truth is there are only so many return reps to go around in the preseason, and Smith has to force the issue, clean ball security, decisive north-south choices, and at least one explosive return that jumps on film. One play can change the conversation in that room overnight. There's also the numbers game. If Andy Reid rolls 3 running backs plus a fullback with Carson Steele in that role, roster math gets tight fast. In a 4RB, no fullback build, Smith still has to beat out others on special teams value, not just offensive potential. That's why Wiley's arrival matters. It's another body to take late game carries while the staff evaluates who helps most on teams. If you're Smith, the mission is simple. Make Tubb say, "We can't cut that." Do you trust the dependable floor with Remigio, or do you swing on Smith's upside as a returner? Tell me in the comments which way you go. And if you want daily camp battles until kickoff, subscribe so we can push to 5,000. As training camp nears its end, there's a lot to unpack, starting with injuries and player updates. Jalen Watson is still navigating the concussion protocol, while Hollywood Brown is working back from a combined ankle and foot issue. Andy Reid noted it's kind of both, but seeing him throw medicine balls with intensity shows he's trending toward a return sooner rather than later. Ethan Driscoll is recovering from an appendix removal, and tight end Jake Brand is still hampered by a hamstring strain. The hope for both is that they can return fully healthy next season, but for now, they're carefully managed to avoid setbacks. On the bright side, there were plenty of encouraging performances during practice. Rookie lineman Josh Simmons has been turning heads with both his mental and physical approach. Offensive line coach Andy Hex praised Simmons for handling everything a rookie could face, highlighting steady improvement day by day. Similarly, second-year interior lineman Kingsley Sumasha is showing growth in reading defenses and understanding his role at guard, proving that patience and consistency in development are paying off. Offensive tackle Jalen Moore is also getting some versatility work at guard, though he'll primarily help at tackle. This demonstrates the Chiefs' strategy of building adaptable linemen who can step in wherever needed. The defensive line is equally versatile, with coaches Joe Cohen and Spags rotating players inside and outside to optimize matchups. The big focus this year is finishing plays, pressuring the quarterback and converting near sacks into actual takedowns. Having Charles Omenihu back healthy is a huge boost, and Chris Jones is in the best shape of camp, participating fully in drills and 1v1s. Second-round pick Omar Norman is gradually adding weight to become more stout against the run while maintaining pass rushing ability. This gradual integration helps him reach full potential without risking injury. It's clear that the Chiefs are blending youth and experience while building depth across the roster. Every player is being tested, but there's optimism in the camp. Fans should be excited about the talent showing up, from rookies like Simmons and Norman Lott to established stars getting back to form. It's shaping up to be a competitive, well-prepared team as they head toward the preseason games and, eventually, Week 1. Who impressed you most in camp so far, the rookies or the veterans making strong returns? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Chiefs updates as the team heads into the season. The wide receiver room in Kansas City is shaping up to be one of the deepest and most dynamic groups in the league this season. Starting with Rashee Rice, he's back from a groin tweak looking completely unbothered, making contested catches and showing that elite stop-and-go ability that can take the top off any defense. Rice isn't just healthy, he's a physical force who can turn into a true running back once he has the ball in his hands, creating nightmare matchups for linebackers and safeties alike. Then there's Xavier Worthy, who is entering his second year with noticeable improvements in his route tree and overall field awareness. Pass game coordinator Joe Blyer has highlighted how Worthy can handle much more complexity than he could as a rookie, and his hard work shows on every rep. It's clear he's evolved from just a speedster into a well-rounded playmaker who can stretch the field and create mismatches across multiple levels. Adding to the depth are Tyquan Thornton and Jason Brownlee, both competing for the wide receiver 6-7 spots. Brownlee's insane catch radius has been on full display, while Thornton's ability to line up at all three receiver spots and his game-breaking speed give the offense a true weapon to mix things up. The majority of this room is fast. It's almost like lining up a track team. That speed combined with versatility allows Andy Reid's offense to constantly keep defenses guessing, whether it's going deep, working underneath, or creating mismatches with linebackers. Even the rookies are contributing. Yalen Royals has impressed in practice, learning the system quickly and blending seamlessly with the rotation. Wide receiver coach Connor Embry praises each player's unique traits while emphasizing that positional flexibility is critical. When you combine the youth, experience, and athleticism in this group, it's easy to see why the Chiefs' passing attack has fans excited. With players like Juju, Worthy, and Rice now fully healthy, plus Thornton's skill set, defenses will have their hands full all season long. So here's a question for you. Who's your pick for the breakout W of this year? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want more updates on camp battles and the WR room, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help us reach 5,000 subscribers. As we wrap up, the big picture is clear. Competition is fierce at every position. And that's exactly what you want from a team aiming for a deep playoff run. From the running back room, where Brashard Smith faces a real challenge, to the versatile wide receiver cores and the developing offensive and defensive lines, the Chiefs are stacking depth and talent across the roster. Every player is being evaluated not just for skill, but for versatility, football IQ, and the ability to contribute on special teams. Rookies like Josh Simmons and Omar Norman are steadily proving they belong, while veterans like Chris Jones, Rashee Rice, and Travis Kelce continue to set the tone. The message is clear. Nobody's spot is guaranteed, and the team's approach ensures that everyone is motivated to give their best each day. That kind of environment pushes players to improve and keeps the roster dynamic as we head toward Week 1. Special teams remain a crucial part of the conversation, particularly for players like Brashard Smith. His path to a roster spot hinges on showing explosive potential on punt, returns while maintaining ball security. Coaches are paying attention to every detail, from minor adjustments in blocking to decisiveness in return lanes. For a young player, these moments can make or break a season, and it's fascinating to watch the battle unfold in real time. Beyond individual battles, the depth across positions provides a safety net for injuries and allows the Chiefs to remain competitive no matter the situation. The balance of youth, experience, and versatility makes this team particularly dangerous. Training camp highlights suggest that if players stay healthy and continue developing, this Chiefs team could be faster, smarter, and more dynamic than many expect heading into the 2025 season. So, here's your turn. Do you think Brashard Smith will make the 53-man roster? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We're aiming for 5,000 subscribers to keep bringing you daily upgrades, analysis, and insider info on the Chiefs all season long. It's an exciting time to be a fan, and these final preseason weeks are shaping up to be must-watch football.